Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Hi, Deepak. Shivani here.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, hi. Let's just wait for 2 minutes. Divya is joining.
Okay.
Hey, hi Deepak. Hello.
Hello, sir.
Hey, hi. If possible, can you switch on the camera? So it's
Yeah.
recorded. That's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So thank you for joining the interview. And how are you?
Fine, sir.
Great. So let's start the interview. So as you know, my name is Amit, and I'm working in the industry from past 10 years.
Okay.
With the different organizations, setting up the quality gate for them, putting up the best practices of the testing in the organizations.
Okay.
Yeah. Can you just tell me about yourself?
Okay, sir. So, my name is Deepak. I'm basically from Vadodara. I'm serving in Odisha Solutions since 1.2 years. It is my first company as an automation analyst in automation team. So sometimes I will do the manual stuff also. And I had a software testing certification from Q Spider Spoon.
Okay, that's great.
Yeah.
Okay. So currently, what's your roles and responsibility? Can you just tell me?
Okay, so right now in my current organization, I have to write the new test scripts according to the scenarios which will be given by the manual team. Whenever we're free, means we don't have any task, then we will work on fixing the scripts which are failed in the E2A execution, that is before the pre-rollout execution. So whenever there is a rollout and the scripts are getting failed, then I used to test that particular scenario manually.
Okay. And what about, can you just explain me about your project, what you are, working on?
Okay, so you are talking about the automation project, or you are talking about the product on which we are?
So I'm talking about the product.
Okay, so basically our Odisha Solutions has its own product for cruise booking ticket system. Where we have different clients in which we offer the with cruise we offer hotel bookings and air bookings also.
Okay. Yeah. So go on. So can you explain the modules, what it contains? Can you explain the flow?
Okay, so I am handling the cruise part. So we have a result module over there, we have a category module over there, we have a details module over there, and we have a checkout and booking details page module over there.
Okay. So what do you test there? In that module, what you test?
Okay, in that module, it depends upon the scenario. So we usually verify the details we enter by the test scripts over the
Okay.
checkout page and booking details page, the sailings, the cruise, and the prices. This is the most important thing. We used to check the prices and the payment schedules we are creating for the cruise booking system.
Okay. That's great. So let's move on, on the testing type. What, what do you understand by the SDLC?
SDLC, right?
Yeah.
So in SDLC, it is a software development lifecycle where wherever first of all customer give us some requirements, okay, then
Okay.
in the form of SRS or CRS.
Okay.
After that, we will plan that how much time it will take to build that particular software or application, how much resources we needed for it, okay, which type of hardware we needed for it, and yeah, and after that we will start the execution by developing the code. Okay, we will start building the architecture first. Then after we will go for developing the code. Then we will after developing the code, that particular module or software is went to the test environment where we test as a tester that particular software, and if it is functionally stable, means it has less number of bugs, means it is not I can say that there are no critical bugs over there, so we will release it on a production. And after that, it depends, it is a web application or a mobile application. If it is mobile application, then we will go for installation, and if maintenance is needed, then we will go for maintenance.
Okay. So what development strategy or model or life cycle you used in your organizations or present organization you're working or team? Or what is the SDLC you're using it?
Okay, so they told me that they use the agile model, but I don't think that they are following that process, because they have their own process, and weekly rollouts are there. So yeah, so they don't follow exactly agile process over here.
Okay, so how it goes, when you start testing of that?
Okay, so it depends when the project manager tell us to, okay, we have to release some features, or we have to do a hot fix over there. So whenever they deploy something in our test environment, we have to test it for within 2 days, and we have to do the whole testing of that product.
Okay.
Even if it's small changes, but we have to test the whole product. So we have to perform 2 rounds over there.
Okay, so means you also do a manual testing?
Not really, but whenever E2E execution is there and scripts are failing, I do manual testing. We have a manual team for that, but some of this, because the product is it is a very vast product, so the team size is so small that we have to do something also sometimes.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how's your testing life cycle looks like?
Testing life cycle. Okay, so according, you are telling about the organization, or you are talking about the STLC?
So I'm talking about the STLC, but in your organization, how it looks like.
Okay, so basically I'm doing the automation stuff, but what actually manual is doing, I don't know, because they are the in separate team. Okay, but yeah, according to the definition and the process, I will tell you about the STLC. That first of all, we will do the requirement analysis, that what kind of requirement it is. Then we will create a test plan for it. We will go which features to be tested first and which feature to be tested next. Which tester will take that particular feature to test that particular functionality, and what kind of hardware we needed for that. Okay, then we will start testing the software or application. In that, we will create a TER. This is in which we create the test traceability metrics. Okay, so in that we will check that each requirement has at least one test scenario. Okay, after that we will create a test execution report, that whatever bugs we have found pre-rollout or post-rollout. And in the last, we will do a retrospective meeting, that what we have achieved and what are the problems we are facing, what can we improve on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So we'll do one thing. So we'll move on the coding parallelly. So if you have any ID, like like IntelliJ or Eclipse, you can open it.
IntelliJ, yeah.
So whatever you have it, you can open it up
Right
and
now
share
in my laptop I don't have anything because
So-
it is my personal laptop. Yeah.
So you can use the online code editor, because you have to write and share your screen. And
Okay.
please share the whole screen, not the window.
Okay. So
You
from
can
which
use
page to
whatever
share?
online editor you can use it. You have a share option, right? When you open the this window of the Zoom, you will see that green color share
Okay.
screen.
Yeah. In the middle of.
Yeah,
Got it.
share the whole screen out of that.
Okay. Wait a minute. Okay. Is it visible now?
No,
No.
no.
Okay. Now is it visible?
Yes.
Okay. Okay.
So whatever
Tell me.
the online, whatever the Java compilers you want to use, you can use that.
Can you tell me someone with which
Just
I can
type it Java compiler, so you'll get a tutorials point, you'll get a programming biz, a lot of are there, yeah, online, just check that. Yep. So whatever you feel like, you'll use it. I'm okay with that.
Okay.
Okay, that's great. So how the defect cycle looks like in your project actually? When you found a defect, what is the process you follow?
So when we found a defect,
Yep.
first of all, I will report it to the senior test engineer or our test lead. If he accepts that, means he agrees that it is a defect, then we will raise a bug in our Zoho. Usually, some means all company use Jira, but our company is using Zoho. So in that,
Okay.
yeah, depends that what is the priority and what is the severity of that particular bug. We will decide that, and we will assign it to the particular developer who has developed that particular region of code.
Okay. Okay, this is then, like when you when the reopen happens, what type of testing you perform? When the bugs comes to you, right, you perform some testing. What testing you perform?
But when it depends. So okay, it
Any
is
bug,
okay.
any bug comes to you, right, to validate.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
hey,
it is called as retesting to check that particular functionality again where we found out the bug.
okay, okay, okay. So what do when we say usability testing, so what do you understand by that?
Okay, the usability testing means the user friendliness of that particular application, how user friendliness it is, how easy it is to use.
Okay, okay. And what do you understand by the integration testing?
Integration testing is testing the data flow from one module to another module.
Okay. What about the system testing?
System testing is like where the test environment is similar. Yeah.
So you just talk about the environment, but where is the testing?
Okay. I know that much only, that where the environment is similar to production environment, wherever we do that particular testing, system testing.
Okay. That is fine. Okay. So what do you understand by white box testing?
Okay, white box testing is done by the developers actually. So it is kind of unit testing. Whenever they develop the code, they used to check that particular code is working according to the functionality or not.
Okay. So when you say white box testing, it's done by the developer, you are saying that. Okay. So what is black box testing?
black box testing have two types of testing, that is functionality and non-functionality, that is done by the testers.
Functionality. So what is functionality testing?
Functionality testing, okay, so functionality testing is to test each and every functionality of the particular application or product, that it is a text box, is it a button, anything. And non-functional testing means we don't go for the functional testing. We will check the performance of the testing. We will check the we will check the performance time of the testing. We will check the load testing over there. We will check the stress testing over there. And one more is this volume testing over there. So that is kind of non-functional testing. And one more was that I forgot in non-functional testing. Okay.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, leave it. So let's talk about you wrote a test cases, right?
No, I haven't written the test cases in this organization because I am working as an automation tester.
Automation
that is,
tester.
Yeah.
So you do not have a roles and responsibility to write the test cases?
No, because the test cases are already written by the okay. Test cases, okay. I had written the test cases. That's fine. Yeah.
Okay, so now, okay, fine. So what and all, the test case designing technique, you know that?
Test case design technique.
Yeah. Or testing technique types, people say. So whatever. So you heard of?
Testing techniques means we do this functionality integration and system, and we will go for globalized testing, navigation testing, then monkey testing and all that testing types.
Video, because I can see that your network is not proper, so I'm switching off my video.
Okay. Can you hear me? Hello. Hello. Hello.
Still you are your internet is not proper. Yeah, now I can hear you.
Yeah, I can hear you.
Still you are stuck actually. So yeah, it's fine. So that's great. So any like testing technique,
Testing technique, I had told you that functional testing, system testing.
No. So yeah, okay. So we'll because people say different name in different organizations. So test case designing technique, you don't know, right?
No, because we don't used to write the test cases usually. That's why.
So you heard of boundary value analysis?
We just the test cases are already created by our manual team. We had to just follow the steps over there. So we used to write the test cases in the test link, and we used to follow the step in our test scripts. That's it. What should be the expected result? What should be the action should be taken over there? So that is written in our test link steps.
Learning. Okay, fine. That's great. So let's move on. So you talked about a lot about the framework and all, right?
Yeah.
So can you explain the framework? How it looks like, your framework?
Okay, so our framework is basically work on depends upon this POM, that is POM, this page object model. So our framework has four projects. That is automation hub, automation object, automation modules, and automation test. So in automation hub, we used to store the methods, the basic cylinder methods, that is the driver.click, driver. Switch to window and all that stuff. In objects, we used to store the getter and setter method for the encapsulation, for the data security. And in the modules, we used to store our methods and the locators that we are gonna use again and again with different methods. So we write the locators once according to the page object model, and we use that particular locator several times by writing the methods, by calling them in the methods. And in automation test, we used to call the methods which we had written in the modules.
Okay.
Okay, the implementation is of the method is written in the modules, and we call that method in our test level.
Okay.
This automation test project. Yeah.
Okay, we'll discuss on that. So you talked about the defect priority and severity. Can you just tell me about that? What is the difference between these two?
Priority and severity.
Yeah.
Priority means how fast we have to resolve that particular defect, and severity means how what is the impact of that defect to our the product or the software.
Okay. And what is difference in validation and verification?
Validation and verification. So in verification, we used to check that are we doing the right thing? Okay. And in validation, we used to check are we following the right path, or we should follow the another path.
Okay. Okay, fine. So I pinged in the chat, question. So can you just paste the question in the here compiler?
Count the vowel string in I am Deepak. Okay.
So here you have to count all the vowels, in the string which occur in this particular string. So all the vowels, occurs in the string.
Okay.
So so can you just can you paste a question here in the editor? So, just comment it so it will be easy for us to refer it. Yeah. So you can mention count all the vowel, occurrence of the vowel. So in this string, yeah. So I sent you the answer also. So for this, I think it will be 7.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, sir.
Yeah.
I don't know what is the logic behind finding the vowel.
So what do you think? What we can do it here?
See, if it is a number or anything, I can do something. But how to find vowel? I don't
Okay.
know.
Okay. Okay, that's fine. Let's find a unique character. You know, first unique character. Is that okay?
First unique character.
Yeah. So in the string, when you go, so what are the first unique character you find? Just print that. Is that okay?
Oh. Okay. I'm not able to solve this thing.
Okay.
Because,
So you wrote automation, right? Can you
yeah.
write one scenario it here? Like what are the code you wrote in your automation? Can you write it here? Something?
Okay, something.
Yeah, whatever you can feel it, you know, whatever you remember it, just write it.
Okay. Okay, so this is at the test level in the test project. Okay.
Okay.
And if I want to select the travel insurance, then there is a method in modules. Modules project that is checkout.
So what do you mean by module? Oh, module is what in your framework?
Module is the particular page I'm working. Means
No, I understood, but what is the module here? You wrote a line number 5 module, right? What
yeah.
is that module?
Module is a project. We have a project called modules. So we had stored the code according to that. Means suppose we have a checkout page, we have a booking
Okay,
details page.
can you mark it, you know, folder structure first for your project?
Okay, folder structure.
Yeah, first write a folder structure, how it looks like with the nested thing, and then we'll move on.
Okay. So we have objects. We have okay. So in project we have a method called checkout page dot
No.
select.
So first we'll go folder structure from the top, not from the inside. You are still inside. From the top, from the first, when you see the Eclipse or IntelliJ, what do you see there written?
We usually use this objects modules and tests. We don't.
No. But still you will see whole project, right?
Yeah, but we don't usually touch that project because it has the methods written over the basic ones written over of the Selenium over there. So
No, but still I'm talking about you see the project, right? Always you see the folder structure.
this is the folder structure
No,
in our IntelliJ.
correct. This is the subfolders. Where is the main folders? Because this is not a main folder, right? These are the subfolders. They have a parent folders also. I'm damn sure.
Okay, can I check while taking the remote? Because I can see that we have automation hub objects modules test. That's it.
Okay, check that.
Okay, so can I stop sharing the screen?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Or you can here only show me. I'll ask you, from by seeing that project.
Actually, I can't show you that thing. That's why. It's
Okay,
a company
sure.
policy. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
I think I have to maybe I have to turn off the camera also for a minute.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm not able to connect the VPN while having a call. They have some security.
Okay, sure. Then that's fine. Leave it.
Yeah.
So we'll conclude you can switch on the camera, not required. Okay. So I
Okay.
thought like something, if you can't able to answer the
Yeah,
code.
they have. Yeah, they
Yeah.
have the security in their VPN. That's why.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Because it's a company policy. I don't want to break that. So because I just want to understand, if you wrote something, if you can't tell the coding, at least you can tell this. But yeah.
But yeah, I am damn sure that we have these 4 projects over there. We don't have any kind of main folder over there.
Okay. Fine. That's fine.
So these are the Java projects over there. These are for all the Java projects.
Okay.
And you are telling about, okay, we have the servers, Selenium standalone server over there and all that stuff. So
no. So you would have a SRC, you should have a test, you should have a main inside the main.
okay, that is in this folder only. That SRC and all the stuff you are talking about, right?
So what is object then? Object is a subfolder or main project?
It is a main project folder. We have a source folder in that also.
In the object.
Yeah.
Okay. So in object, what you saved?
In object, we have saved different getter and setter methods which are needed according to the different scenarios.
Okay. Okay. Getter and setter are different scenarios. Okay. And in the HG hub, something you're saying, right?
Yeah, hub, right?
Hub, yeah. So what you saved
in
there?
hub we used to store the Selenium basic methods.
Okay.
For clicking, for detecting the element.
Okay, let's just talk. So is that a right way of creating a folder structure?
See, I had not created any kind of architecture here. It is already there. I am working on that. That's it.
Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Because what happens, you are importing one project into the another project.
Yeah.
Because a hub is a automatic project and your object is a project then. So you are creating a, your objects library and then importing it, or directly you are importing it?
We are directly importing it with the help of source tree and GitLab.
Okay, got it. Okay, that's fine. So thank you for the joining us. So as part of the basic, we have a structure. So I'll give you the general feedback. So the general feedback is for your coding basically. So you should have that basic understanding of the coding and the logic. So that would be great. But yeah, overall, testing, it seems okay. So yeah, you have any query?
No, sir. Nothing.
Okay. Thank you for your time. Have a great day. Bye.